I completed my PhD in October last year from Japan, and my work was interdisciplinary, uh, consisting of both material science and biomedical sciences. I worked on polymeric ceramic composite material for bone tissue regeneration. And my PhD time, I had to complete my PhD in 3 years. So I believe that my quality of publications are not so good. And because of that, I was not able to land a postdoc as soon as possible. So I decided that I should take a break and come back to India. So I came back to in India, and after a few months, I tried for postdocs here and there, and luckily I got two positions in China. And like one of the professors, he was quite happy about me, and he made it sure that I will be able to join him by July. And he told me that you have to give one more interview. So like I gave one more interview, and now it's like no, sorry, he told me that I will be able to join in June, by
Mhm.
June. And now it's already July, and they are telling me to wait. uh, I don't know why. I mean, they're not rejecting me, but they're not telling me what will happen.
Mhm.
What I believe is that this is because of the current COVID situation. Maybe hopefully in September, October, they will let me go, uh, let me come, but I am not sure about that, sir. And because of that, I didn't apply here in India. And because of COVID, the number of like very few positions were opening up, and very few jobs were available. So now I have started applying in India also. But I think that again it will take 4 to 6 months. And currently, like, it already has been 8 months. So 6 months more, there will be about 1.2 year gap, and that is what bothering me a lot. So considering, like, yeah, like this COVID situation, and my past uh, work experience is bothering me. Like, now I am thinking that it will be very difficult for me to move ahead. Like,
Mhm.
all my very
Do,
few
do,
options are available.
do you know why you decide to go to China for your postdoc?
Yeah, so why I decided to go to China, like, in my field, in like in bone tissue regeneration and 3D bioprinting, all that, they are doing quite good work, and
Yeah,
the
but
offer
I mean,
was.
you can, isn't it you can find something in Europe or in UK or Canada or US?
So I am afraid, like I have few friends in US, and they looked at my CV, and they told me that mm, it's quite difficult for me to get a position there. So they suggested me to go to some other Asian countries and have
Who suggested you?
like my friends doing PhD, a postdoc there.
Yeah, but I don't think those people are. I don't think that is right. But
That is right. Yeah.
I don't think why they suggested that. But I don't think that is right. I mean, I don't understand why they say that and why you believe in that. But
Mm.
I mean, here's the thing. I will tell you.
Yes, sir.
Um, I mean, question here is, let's say if they decide, if one thing is like why you are not getting a postdoc and like why they are not calling you and all that. That's I can't answer that, right? That's their
Yes, sir.
problem. I can definitely tell you a couple of things. One is
Mm.
looking at the dynamics of the COVID and the situation with China and all that. Personally, if
Mm-hmm.
you ask me, I won't suggest you to go there or to anyone, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, question here is what you're gonna do after that.
Mm.
I mean, if they're gonna say, okay, I'll come here for 1 year, okay, so what's after that? And
Yeah.
then it may be difficult for you to probably
Mm.
apply somewhere else because of just the geopolitical situation with China and the world.
Uh, uh, mm.
My suggestion would be go to the countries which are more which, I mean, the work you have done, I think it's a good work, and a lot of people, a lot of countries do research in that area.
Yes, sir.
Only thing I will suggest you is, if you're looking for a postdoc in some other countries, how is your relationship with your advisor, PhD advisor?
Yeah. So I think you like I checked your profile, and you have also been to Japan, right? So the relationship is very quite. I would say good, good. But
No, so what I'm saying is, if you're looking for a postdoc, and I don't know whether you watched my videos or not, but if you're
yes,
looking
sir.
for a postdoc, it is very, very important for you to have a very good relationship with your advisor.
So
And
in
your
that,
advisor should be
mhm.
able to help you in getting a postdoc.
So in that sense, my relationship with the advisor is not so good.
Yeah, so what I'm trying to tell you is, this is a red flag if that is the case, because
Uh-huh.
if they're gonna ask you to come for a postdoc,
Mm-hmm.
they will ask you a reference.
Yes, sir.
And I don't know if the professor from China did the same and what feedback he received, because usually Japanese people are very honest. They're not going to lie in
Mm-hmm.
their recommendation.
Yeah.
They will say exactly what you do. They will not lie that, right? So
Uh-huh.
my question here is, I don't know how bad it is, how bad whether it's about your performance or whether it's something else happened, whatever it is. My
Mm-hmm.
my 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 advice is, and as I told you, based on what I feel like Japanese people are and the professors are,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that they're gonna hamper your career or whatever. But if you are trying to get a postdoc, your advisor is the key.
Yes, sir.
That's plain and
Mm.
simple.
Yes, sir.
Without the help of your advisor, it will
Mm-hmm.
be almost impossible for you to get a postdoc.
Okay. So,
If your
sir,
if your advisor doesn't help you, or if he doesn't give you a good recommendation, you're not getting a postdoc.
in this context, I want to say that in my lab, the culture is such that the professor doesn't help by himself. Like he will not give you a position or suggest you somewhere. But if you find a position by yourself and then ask him for a reference, then he will give you a reference. But yeah, so this is the case. So that's why I'm not able to ask my professor to suggest, uh, give me some position or opportunities.
Yeah. But what I'm trying to tell you here is, even let's say you go by your own and you ask, your
Mhm.
advisor needs to back you up with a good
Yes,
recommendation. Okay.
yes,
So I
yeah.
don't know, I can't comment that what type of recommendation you will receive. But all I'm trying
Hmm.
to tell you is, what I'm trying to make you understand is, you should know whether your advisor is going to help you or not. But if you have any feelings like I'm not going to be getting a good recommendation or whatever,
Hmm.
I don't know whether you should drop the idea or not. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, sir. Yeah.
That you know better than me. I mean, it's your
Hmm.
advisor. So that's all I'm saying.
Hmm.
That's number one. Number two is, as far as applying for a postdoc, I mean, I don't know why you are not applying to other countries. I don't know why
Mhm.
that stops you. You listen to your friend. I don't think that's a good idea.
Okay.
Um, Personally, if you ask me, doing a postdoc in China is not going to help you much,
Hmm.
in my opinion. Because here's the thing: you have to understand one thing in life, which I think you understand now much better.
Hmm.
Why do you went to do your PhD to Japan? Why not US? Because if I ask you today, you will probably not go to Japan, you go somewhere else.
Yes.
The reason is very simple. Sometimes you rush into things without even thinking why you're doing it, and the problem comes later. So avoid doing such mistakes again.
Hmm.
You can go to Indonesia to do a postdoc, but what are you going to do after that?
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
don't waste your time unnecessary. So all people do is they buy their time to avoid immediate trouble. That's all. The trouble
Mm.
will come later on, but that's it. Maybe you decide to go to Japan because you thought that, oh, it's rather why I want to wait for another year. Oh, here I got something, maybe let's go, without even thinking what I'm going to do after that.
Yeah.
Because not many people are able to find a job in Japan,
Yes,
unlike
sir.
in US or unlike in any other country. So you have to make that decision very carefully. But let's talk about your situation now. I would say first assess your situation, how confident you are that your advisor is going to give you a good recommendation. If it is,
Mm-hmm.
then please go ahead and apply at different places. Just don't focus on China.
Mm-hmm.
If it comes, it comes, but don't rely on that. Go ahead and apply to other universities in Australia, UK, US, whatever you think is better for you. Because people are coming now in US also to do postdocs. It's open. I know a
Okay.
couple of friends, my juniors, who are here now. And then second thing I would say is, I mean, if you ask me, my best bet for you would be is if you can find a teaching position in some engineering college in India. That, to me, that would be the best bet, to be honest. But that's not easy
Oh,
to.
get these two. Yeah.
No, that's not easy because I have been speaking to so many people that are trying to find it out after doing PhD from IITs and so forth. So that's not easy. But I would say if you are able to find, maybe that might be right thing for you to do. Because
Okay.
if you ask me, can I find an industry position in outside India, my answer would be no.
No.
If
Okay.
you Yeah, absolutely, it's a waste of time. Yes, you can find, of course, job in India, but I would say the only thing you can do is apply and wait, and depends on how long you can wait. But there are then so
Mm.
many BTechs and MTech students that are coming out from IITs and everywhere, so they can't find that position, so it would be not easy.
Uh-huh.
But having a PhD gives you leverage to teach. So that's what I'm arguing is like, maybe you have a PhD from Japan, that might help. Finding a academic position, or maybe you can try to find, if you are really looking. I mean, if you get a postdoc at ISC Bangalore or someone, because
Mm-hmm.
eventually I think the way it's going to turn out is you can probably able to find an academic job in India or something, to be honest. Because to be honest with you, if you even if you go to Japan, if you come back, what are you going to do, right?
Mm.
It's not like you're going to do postdoc forever.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I don't know why you didn't try doing a postdoc in India at ISCs or IITs. That might help.
Mm.
It's not a bad idea because they pay you. It's not like they pay you like crores of money, but at least you're not gonna be sitting at home and doing nothing. You know what I mean?
Mm. Yes, sir.
So, but to be honest with you, if I see where you're gonna end up, I would say, if you get lucky, you will find a position in academic, in industry in India, or in
Mm.
some academic institutions in India. Postdoc is
Okay.
always a right thing to do if you are able to find, but I won't suggest Japan. I would suggest China. I would suggest moving out from Asian countries and going somewhere else.
Okay.
Go to
Okay, sir.
Europe or go to Canada or China, or, sorry, US or somewhere, not into China. You will be wasting your time,
Mm-hmm.
even if you get it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
if you ask me, I have lived in Japan. My wife did her PhD from Japan.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to go to Sendai University. My wife was at Tohoku, in not Sokindai,
Mm.
and I don't know what you do there. I
Okay.
mean, I mean, it's a cultural difference also. Like I like that country, but if you ask me, do I want to live there? That's tough.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Yeah.
Sir, so I have the biggest worry that I have is that the quality of publications that I have, as you have You might have seen in my
As I said,
CV.
you can't do anything to that.
Yeah, like, how does it matter, like whether I go to any country, like whether I go to China or USA, if I I will be able to get some good publications.
Of course. But my point here is, what do you want to do after that? That's I'm asking you that question again and again.
Getting, like, if I have some good publication, I can like come back to India, and then competition here will be easier for me, like to get academic position or in some
Where?
laboratories,
Where?
CISR laboratory in India.
No. Academic position where?
Like, I don't plan for IITs, but like NITs or like some central government universities.
I mean, as far as I know, they IITs, they like students who have graduated with a good publication and at least 3 years of a postdoc from outside. As far as
Hmm.
NITs are concerned, they are mostly consumed by PhDs from IITs and so forth.
Hmm.
I mean, that is the reality. You have to understand that. I'm not saying you can
Yeah.
be an exception, but that's the reality. So that is the reason I'm telling you, like, for if that is your goal, trust me, doing a postdoc from IC Bangalore is much better.
Okay. Okay.
That's my
Yes, sir.
point. What are
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
trying to do here? I mean,
I
you're
got
gonna go
it.
to some
Yes, sir.
university in China, nobody knows about that university, and you end up again the same place. Rather than
Hmm.
going to ISC in metallurgical engineering and work with some really good professor for next 3 years, I
Hmm.
mean, you will have tons of publication from there.
Yeah.
And then I can assure you, who knows, you may have a good chance even in IITs.
Okay.
That's where I'm coming from. What are
Yes,
you
sir.
trying to do here and why? That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to avoid you a same mistake that you did 3 years back.
Yes, sir. I got it. I
Got it?
got it now. Yes, sir. Sure. Yeah.
So make up your mind. Don't rush again. Tomorrow, if the China
Hmm.
guys say come here, okay. But my question would be the same. What do you plan to do then?
Yes, sir. So, what are your like views on this year gap, 1 year gap?
I would say, and, you can blame that to COVID,
Hmm.
but not another year.
Not another year. Yeah.
I mean, people understand that, COVID happened and you can tell your story is very genuine. It's not like something happened. You came back here looking for a job and COVID happened and you are stuck.
Hmm.
I mean, it has happened to a lot of people. Like people lost their job, couldn't find the job, right?
Okay.
So, I
Yes,
mean,
sir.
what I'm trying to tell you is, you can have a year gap and say COVID did this and that, and even a meantime, I was trying to find a postdoc position, and I was able to find one in China, and couldn't go because of COVID. But I
Mm-hmm.
decided not to go, and I want to pursue, academic research in India. And so now I thought that, because of what my plans have changed, I decide to stay here and work here in India. There's nothing wrong
Mm-hmm.
in it. Yeah, I mean that.
Yeah.
Not you're lying or something. You know what I mean? I mean that is the
Yes,
that
sir.
is the truth. So why I
Uh-huh.
I, I mean, here's the thing, and another reason why I tell you that, try to do a postdoc in India. If
Mm-hmm.
you had to go and do a MTech in India or a PhD, it's tough because you have to give gate and all that, right?
Yes, sir.
But postdoc, is if a professor have a fund from CSR or someone else, they can employ you as a project assistant.
Mm-hmm.
That's a postdoc in India.
Okay.
So it's very easy. As far as they
Okay.
have, as far as they have position and they like you, you are in.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
don't have to qualify for something. So I would say,
Yes, sir.
I what I'm trying to say, spend your time talking to professors, or even if you can go and meet them for that matter, or in Zoom
Yeah.
or whatever. Nowadays you can always have a talk on Zoom. You don't have to spend money to go there. Talk to professor at IC Bangalore, um,
Yes, sir.
um, IIT Bombay, or or
Yeah.
or or from somewhere.
Yeah. Like recently, like now there are some vacancies coming in CSIR laboratories. But I think that they also look for someone who has done some good postdoc, like 1 or 2 postdocs,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Let me tell you one thing. In India nowadays, because of just sheer volume, even if you have
Yes,
done your
sir.
PhD from IC, or even if you have done your PhD from Stanford, MIT, they
Mm-hmm.
they want you to have PhD plus 3 years of postdoc experience.
Oh, yeah.
I have seen that. I mean, it has happened to me 10 years back when I was interviewed by ISC Bangalore and IIT Bombay. I was a fresh
Okay.
PhD from Maryland, and they really wanted someone who had a postdoc.
Okay, sir.
So
Uh-huh.
so this is very common. I mean, I'm not telling you something different. Just go to IIT Bombay or even new IIT, IIT Indore, or these websites, and
Hmm.
look at the assistant professor's profile. You will find that they have a PhD and at least 2-3 years of postdoc.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's very, so I'm not telling you something very new.
Hmm.
So that is the reason I'm telling you is, if make sure you go to a good university to do a postdoc. And if you're able to go to a good university to do a postdoc, stay there for 2-3 years, the chances for you to get a become assistant professor at NIT or somewhere are much higher. Trust me, much
Yes,
higher.
sir.
Because in India
Okay.
it also depends on who is your advisor, where you came from, Jugaad technology and all that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So if you are doing a postdoc from China with some university and nobody knows you, I don't know how it's going to help you.
Okay. Sir, one like final question. There are, as you know, there are many engineering colleges in private engineering colleges in India. So for the time being, is it a good idea to join them? And like,
I mean, if
will
you
it
can,
be
trust me, if you can find a private engineering college, and if they offer you a position, go ahead. It's not
yeah,
easy. Trust me. You can
sir, will
rise
it
from
be
there also.
so? Yeah, but that's what my question is. Like, will
Yes.
I be able to make a jump from those colleges to uh, like government colleges in future? Will it be possible?
Dude, I don't know why you think government college so much. What's the reason?
Like in India, as we all know, sir, that government institutions only are able to conduct. Mostly, they conduct good research.
But
Research.
it's not true. I mean, there are so many good private colleges now doing research. There is a university
Hmm.
in Delhi called Shiv Nadar University that does excellent research.
Okay, so I don't have sufficient information in this
Yeah, yeah.
matter, I guess.
I'm not saying all of them does it, but there are a lot
Yeah,
does. My
yeah,
point here is why you are fixated on going to government college. I mean, government colleges are shittier, man. Are you kidding me?
yeah.
Professors don't even care once because they become because they have a job. Now they feel nobody can take them out. They don't do anything.
Oh, hmm.
Everybody knows that. I mean, what I'm trying to tell you is, uh, I don't know why you are fixated on government job and this and CSIR lab and all that, but if you are really passionate about doing good research, you can do anywhere you want.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there are so many private colleges in Bangalore and Hyderabad and all over India. To be honest, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm surprised that you are saying that if somebody will offer you, I mean, try that. You'll be surprised how competitive they are now, especially.
Oh, okay.
It's not easy. When
Hmm.
I was telling you you can try to look for a job, I was actually telling you to look for a job in a private college. It's not easy.
Hmm.
There are so many students that cannot even see. You think it's easy, just go and start applying. You will realize that. And if you get one, stick to it, do hard work, join it. Dude, at this point of time, I really want you to have a job. After PhD, not
Hmm.
having a job, staying at home is the worst thing anybody can feel.
Okay.
Yeah, don't make this a ego decision. Oh, I want to do this, I have done something very amazing. No, you have done nothing. Dude, you have no idea. If you stay another 1 year, whatever you have done is goes to drain. Okay.
Hmm.
So I'm being very honest to you.
Yes,
If
sir.
you are able to find a job now, please stick to it.
Hmm.
You need a job. Do you have a family?
No, sir, I'm not. I'm single.
Yeah. So do you want to be single for another 5 years?
No, sir.
Exactly. No, I'm serious. That's going to happen then. You need to move on.
Yes, so why I asked this about private college? Like I have there is a college nearby, and it is not registered anywhere. Not registered anywhere.
Dude,
And
anyway, you are not doing anything.
yes, sir.
Join it. And at
Join.
the same
Okay.
time, keep looking for postdoc or whatever you are looking at in India, because you want to go somewhere, right? You want to jump.
Okay.
If you find,
Yes,
go
sir.
ahead and join them. Otherwise, in private college, if you see what happens is join this college, you get some experience. I mean, if you would have joined them 8 months back, at least you have 8 months of experience by now.
Yes, sir.
End of the story.
Hmm.
So what I'm saying, there is nothing worse than sitting at home doing nothing.
Yes, sir. I got your point.
Make chai pakoda, that's better. That's all I'm saying. There's nothing worse than that.
Sir.
Go and join something because your mind will be engaged. And then after a year, jump 1 step, 2 step. If here's the thing. If you want to go to your roof, what do? You jump to the roof or you take stairs?
Obviously, we take stairs.
Exactly. So this will be stair then. Not very few people can jump stairs to the roof. But, in your case, you need to take stairs. And then I'm not saying just take that job and sleep. All I'm saying is if you really want to do something out of it, and if you really feel like you want to become a professor at IIT Patna or NIT Warangal or somewhere, then do the right thing. Right? Because as I said, 1 year you can give it to COVID, but not after that. I mean, to be honest with you, if that university is offering you a job, please join it, please. Doesn't matter, registered or not, who cares?
Okay,
you will have that teaching experience, you will have interaction, you will wake up with a purpose. Right now, you're going to wake up and yawn and have tea and sleep. Not good, right?
Yes, sir.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit harsh, but that is the reality. I just want to tell you the reality. That's the worst thing that you want to do to yourself is not do anything, at least at this point. Because trust me, with COVID, not many people can say, I am doing this job and I get it. It's very tough. Right? So, and sometimes you have to compromise on things, but if you really have a fire in your belly, keep moving, right?
Okay. Yes, sir.
I have some friends who did their PhD from IIT Bangalore, and then they didn't went to IIT right away. They went to join a private college. They teach there for 3-4 years, and then they moved to IIT Indore or IIT Jammu. Good for them, right? Step.
Okay. Yes, sir.
So in your case, I would say this IC Bangalore or any IIT project research assistantship would be a really good idea. And then don't spoil your reputation with a professor, and then do good publication. I have no doubt that with your PhD from Kyoto University, it's a good university, you did a good job. You will able to find a good position, teaching academic position at some good university in India.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thanks a lot. Yes, sir.
Okay. I hope that helps this discussion.
Yes, it helped me a lot. Like I have some few blockages in my mind, and you cleared it.
No. My only objective here is when I saw your resume, I said this guy did mistake 3 years back. I don't want him to do the same mistake again.
Oh.
Don't go to China. I don't know how it's going to help you. Trust me. You're going to delay your mistake. It will be tempting. I mean, I can understand if you have nothing to do and then here is an offer, but I would say even if you end up going to China, I would tell you, if you get an option, go to IC Bangalore or go to project assistance somewhere, join that, even if.
Yeah. Okay, sir.
But from today, just start emailing professors, look at their profile, what they're doing, start emailing them, say, can I talk to you? Go to IIT Hyderabad website, IIT Patna, whatever you want to do, talk to them. There are so many professors doing great research. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Okay, man. Hope you have a good day. Keep in touch and look forward to your success.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah. Sure, sir. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, not a problem.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.